All right, thank you for joining me in this spin in this lovely 2021 Audi SQ7. This is the second SQ7 that we've had, and the first one I had a chance to get behind the wheel of absolutely blew me away. The SQ7 is an amazing vehicle. Even though it's a mid-size luxury third-row crossover, it has a fire-breathing twin-turbo V8 pumping out 500 horsepower. And this platform is called the, I think the MLB Global Platform, which shares a lot of pedigree with other vehicles in the Audi VW family. You know, the Audi Q7 and Touareg are built on this platform, but we also have some other heavy hitters that also share the platform with this SQ7, like the Porsche Cayenne, the Lamborghini Urus, I think I pronounced it right, and then you have the Bentley Bodega, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either. You know, especially the Lamborghini and the Bentley are, you know, very expensive vehicles, so it says a lot that they can, you know, take a platform from a vehicle like this that's nowhere near as expensive as the Lamborghini and the Bentley, and make a vehicle that, you know, people are saying, well, this is amazing, I'm willing to, you know, fork over $200,000, $300,000 or $400,000, how much ever they may be for those vehicles. It's a great family vehicle. It's third row seats, it's spacious, it's quiet and comfortable for everyday driving. You have this beautiful interior, but you have a drive mode selector. I think this also has an adjustable air suspension. So we have this in dynamic, which is the most aggressive drive mode, the sportiest. And it really allows this thing to change personality. 0 to 60 right around 3.5 seconds. Quarter mile a little over 12 seconds. This thing also handles like a dream as well. This thing's a real back road burner when it comes to, you know, doing some performance driving. Even though this is a big third row crossover, it handles and performs a lot like a sports car. In fact, this could probably put a lot of purpose-built sports cars to shame with its giant killing performance. This 5-liter twin-turbo V8 is absolutely heavenly the way it sounds. One of the nicest sounding V8s I think you'd probably ever hear. And, you know, this car has, you know, or I should say crossover, has multiple personalities. You know, doing easy desert driving like this, just taking it easy, you wouldn't have any idea about the performance potential that can be unleashed in this thing once you really start turning up the throttle. Whew. No issue at all getting up to speed with the traffic. In the dynamic mode, you can see that the transmission will hold out the revs a little bit longer before downshifting, just making it easier for sporty driving. It has some really nice driver's assistance features. Adaptive cruise control, has lane keep assist, helping you keep centered in your lane, preventing you from departing or veering out of your lane. You can see I started drifting out of my lane right there, and it steered me right back in. See it bouncing over to this other lane, and it's keeping me there. See, please take over steering, pay attention. Really nice driver's assistance features, making your life so much easier. A beautiful, you know, quiet interior to spend your daily commute. I guess if you're gonna only have one vehicle, you want something that kind of checks off a lot of boxes, scratches that performance driving itch that you might have, something that can fit your whole family, can fit a lot of cargo, or, you know, groceries, or a big Costco or Home Depot trip. You have this nice big Panameric roof to allow lots of natural light inside the interior. You have a power sunshade to dim things down. This is going to open the sunroof a little bit, so maybe we can hear a little bit more of that V8 music. I have a favorite little curvy road I like to try vehicles like this out on. This road is very telling for how well a vehicle is designed, how well the chassis is tuned, because it's very curvy, so you can see how well it handles, but it's also pretty bumpy, uneven pavement, so it can get the vehicle bouncing and moving around a lot. So you can see how, you know, well the suspension's tuned, you know, how it can handle the stability of the vehicle and you know, beat up uneven pavement. Not a perfectly smooth road. Maybe a some of these cars go by. Yeah, this thing just is absolutely glued to the road. As you can see, it's very bumpy, but this thing is just planted. It's not unsettling the chassis at all. Of course, you have amazing stability control system to help rein things in. And this thing just takes right off. I think this has an 8-speed automatic transmission, but there's not much guesswork. When you hammer down the throttle, it doesn't take the car too long to figure out what the right gear to put it in. It just goes right to that exact gear. And we're going uphill, and this thing just absolutely snaps your neck when you hammer the throttle, even going uphill. No surprise that this thing can go 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And obviously it didn't take us too long to catch up to that traffic I gave a little bit of a head start to. But obviously we're not going to do too crazy driving, you know. We're on public roads here. Now obviously this thing has massive brakes too, amazing stopping power, very confident, inspiring. I mean, obviously I could be pushing this thing around the corners a lot harder and it would be doing just fine. Obviously I'm not, but this thing is absolutely amazing, and it's so much fun to drive in the corners. It's absolutely amazing how much fun you can have going through corners in a big 3-row, you know, crossover SUV like this. This is more fun than a lot of sports cars I've driven. Like I said, it checks off a lot of boxes. It's like a do-it-all, you know, adventure, sport, crossover for your family. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it informative. Whether you're considering buying this SQ7 or maybe a different one. But definitely highly recommended. Take one out for a spin. I think you'll be very impressed. You might find yourself buying it. You might like it so much. And definitely, if you happen to test drive one or buy one, make sure you find your way to a very curvy road like this to really experience the amazingness of it. Obviously, the acceleration part is fun of driving, that, you know, that fast acceleration, but you know, what I actually find more rewarding about driving is a vehicle that has amazing handling, just like this. But this, you know, obviously has both. It has, you know, neck snapping acceleration and amazing handling. Well, that just about wraps up our video today. Thank you so much for joining me on this little drive. Hopefully it was informative. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully one day we might see you in our neck of the woods, maybe at our store. Have a wonderful day.